Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, it's time to play ball again, this time in Atlanta. So we're bringing back, the Major League Baseball is bringing back the All-Star Game in 2025 to Atlanta. Now, if you remember, Truist Park was set to host the 2021 game, but the commission moved the game over from Atlanta to Denver after Major League Baseball and a lot of political leaders were criticizing the Georgia voting laws. So is Major League Baseball hypocritical in doing this? And, do the fans, are they going to enjoy the game?
Number one, yes, they're being hypocritical. Number two, I bet probably most fans will come back. Unfortunately, I'm torn about that, but I'll get to that in a second. But I bet there will be a few holdouts. The whole thing that bothered me was that they made the All-Star game political. We need escapes. We need some sort of distraction from all the political news and stress and animosity. And then they dragged America's pastime and the most fun part of the regular season. They just dragged it right into the political world that we try to get away from. And I don't care which side of the political spectrum people are on. Just let us have some peace and quiet where we can watch some sports and avoid all the rancor. So Rob Manfred, I would love to bring him on this show and have him explain to us what the thinking is on this. But all of a sudden now, just a few years later, now all of a sudden they have no problems with Atlanta whatsoever. My question is, if they don't like the outcome of the next election, are they going to then pull the All-Star game again because they didn't like how Georgia might vote? Who knows? But I am not a fan of politicizing sports and using it as weapons to drive your agenda. Just worry about your business, your customers, and let people enjoy the game, because that's what it is at the end of the day. You're making money off of a game. What do you think?
Well, I'm wondering now, that I say this out loud. I use this phrase a lot. Do I really care whether or not Ronald Acuna wears a red jersey or a blue jersey? Different story for this metaphor, but I don't care what his political beliefs are, or any baseball players are, or what this is. To your point, it's an escape. We all mentally need this escape. I don't want to know if the popcorn is made, if it's made on a sustainable farm to save the planet. Just keep all this stuff out. It's just a game. And yep. I think Major League Baseball is being very hypocritical. Georgia hasn't dramatically changed the laws that they protested about when it was convenient and brought back. And what it also pointed out then is when you boycott something like this hurts the communities around there, which were actually the ones that they were trying to say needed to be helped more. So a lot of poor communities often live around this. A lot of the vendors, it's not all big companies and big millionaires running all these little mom and pop shops around that rely on these ballparks to help bring in business. And it really hurt, as it does anywhere. So I think it's completely hypocritical. I don't think that there will be as many holdouts. There'll be people on the news talking about it, but there will be just as many people who just want the escape. They just want to get out there and see a great game and enjoy America's pastime. And hopefully we'll keep all these political leaders out of the way, tell them the game is being held elsewhere, let them go protest elsewhere. But
that's right.
So don't go to Atlanta in 2025. Just let us enjoy it. Play ball.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.